Good morning, students. So, welcome back to economics class. We are in the chapter 20, poverty, inequality, and unemployment. So, last time we saw the poverty alleviation, we saw the causes of poverty. Now, today's topic is main programs of poverty alleviation. So, till fourth plan, poverty was not taken much importance, but the number of poor were increasing. Hence, before the parliamentary election in 1971, the slogan Garibi Hatao was raised by the PM Mrs. Indira Gandhi. So, poverty alleviation plan was adopted in fifth plan and various measures were taken to remove poverty. So, till fourth plan, there was no measures were taken to remove the poverty. Due to that, numbers of poor people were increasing. But the first time in the fifth plan, the measures were taken. The first slogan was Garibi Hatao, which was raised by our PM, Mrs. Indira Gandhi. So the first plan or the first measures taken to remove the poverty is in fifth plan. Now let us see the measures which were taken to remove the poverty. So first is minimum needs program. Minimum needs program, that is MNP. Adopted in fifth plan, it's included primary education, public health, home sites of landless poor, medical facilities in rural areas, development of slum, development of roads in rural areas, etc. So under minimum needs program, these all comes, like the main focus or the main goal of the minimum needs program was to give primary educations to all the poor people, public health facilities, home sites to the landless poor people, medical facilities in rural areas, development of slums, development of roads in the rural areas. Second is Small Farmer Development Agency, SFDA, which is adopted in fifth plan, and its purpose was to give credit to small farmers so that they can take opportunity of new agricultural strategy, that is green revolution. So second goal of this program, that is the goal of this program, that is Small Farmer Development Agency, was to give or to provide credit to the small farmers so that they can also take the advantage of the new agriculture strategy. So this is also taken in the fifth plan so that their harvesting can also be increased. It can also be, they can also utilize the new technique, new modern technologies and new strategies of the farming and agricultural system. Now third is marginal farmers and agricultural laborer, that is MFAL, adopted in fifth plan, and its purpose was to provide subsidized credit for agriculture and subsidiary activities like poultry, fishery, dairy, etc. So in third case also you can see it is adopted in fifth plan, and its purpose was to also to give credit but in subsidy or in a subsidized manner, to give to those people like agriculturalists or the people who does activities of like poultry, fishermen, dairy, etc. So to them they provide the credit facilities in a subsidized manner. Now fourth one is drought prone area program, DPAP, adopted in fifth plan. Its purpose was to provide job opportunity in the drought areas. So this program was especially for the drought areas. So those people who don't have job, those who are unemployed in a droughty area, desert area, so they can get the opportunities and they can get the job. Food for Work program, that is FFW, launched in 1977 in order to create some social asset of permanent nature in rural areas, and workers were given food grains instead of money wage for their works. So in this program, it is launched in 1977, and the goal of this program is, instead of providing money wage rate, they provide the food for their works. Thank you. Hello. So now, Employment Assurance Schemes, EAS, launched in 1993 during 8th plan. Its objective was to ensure job opportunities of 100 days in a year to poor unskilled workers. So Employment Assurance Schemes was launched with the aim of providing job opportunities to the poor peoples for the 100 days in a year. So they should get at least minimum 100 days job in a year, in a whole year. Now next point is Prime Minister's Rozgar Yojana, that is PMRY, started in 1993. Under 8th plan, its objective was to increase urban unemployment opportunities. So Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana was started in 1993 with the objective to increase the employment in urban areas. Now next is self-employment for the educated urban youth, SSEUY, launched in 1993, and in 1994-95 it was integrated with the PMRY. Its objective was to help to educated urban youth to enable them to become self-employed. So the ambition was both the same objective here also, to provide the employment opportunities to the urban areas youth, means the peoples who are educated but are unemployed. So to provide the educated or to provide them self-employed, this program was launched to make them self-employed, which was integrated, which were combined with the PMRY, that is Prime Minister Rozgar Yojana. Now again next is public distribution system, PDS. It's helped the poor people, but due to political pressure, PDS was universalized. But there was a pressure on government exchequer as food grains were subsidized under PDS, so special cards were issued to families below poverty line, where food grains were subsidized to BPL families with effect from June 1997. This is known as targeted PDS. TPDS. Families above poverty line, APL, got less facilities than BPL. Over time, BPL cardholders have increased. In addition, 25 kg of food grains was to be provided to poorest of the poor families under Antyodaya Anna Yojana. Antyodaya Anna Yojana at a highly subsidized price. So PDS is nothing but the public distribution system. Under these systems, the poorest peoples, those who belong, those who are below the poverty lines, were also provided some cards, special cards, and also the peoples who are above poverty line. The main ambition of this was to keep the food grains at the subsidized rate. So the poorest people of the poor family, they get the food grains at the lowest price, and also the 25 kg of food grains, and the peoples who are above poverty line, they get the less facilities as compared to the BPL, those who are below the poverty line. So over the time, BPL cards holders have increased because they are getting the more facilities or the more food grains or more things than the APL. So now midday meal. Government has introduced MDM at schools for primary and secondary students. It has greatly helped the poor students. So midday meal, it is also introduced at school, primary and secondary students. It has greatly helped the poor people because they provide the midday meal in school. Okay students, so beside those all measures, there were more measures which were taken to remove the poverty. So this is the scholarships to the minority students. So here Government of India has launched various scholarships for poor, especially meritorious students from minority communities such as Muslim, Sikh, Buddhist, Jains, etc. It also available for meritorious students from general caste. So here scholarship were provided to the minority students. Minority here means the people or the students who belongs to Muslim family, Sikh families, Buddhist families, or the Jain families. So these students were given the facilities of minorities. Even the students who were from the general caste but comes under the merit list, okay, who were meritorious students, so those students were also given the facilities of the scholarship. Now next is self-employment program for urban poor, that is SEPUP, launched to provide assistance to the urban poor so that they can become self-employed. So the main objective of this program was to provide help or they provide assistance to the urban poor people so that they can get the job and they can also be employed. Now MG Naregas, MGNREGS, which is MG Narega, its objective was to provide employment 100 days in a year to one adult member of a rural family. This is the most important scheme in rural India at present. The act is National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, NGREGA, Narega 2005. So according to this program, the main objective was to provide employment of 100 days in a year to one member who is adult of a rural family, and this is the very most important scheme in rural area at present right now. So this program is known as MG Narega program, which was launched in 2005. So here the one adult member of a family get the 100 days employment in all over in a year. So leaving these all facilities, there were some other facilities too, like some other schemes are on April 1, 1999. Swarna Jayanti Gram Swarozgar Yojana was launched. Okay, this is also the Yojana or the program for the employment. Second is IRDP and the Rural Women and Child Development were integrated. So these facilities were also integrated, combined. Again, next is third one. GRY was reconstructed and renamed as Jawahar Gram Samriddhi Yojana, JGSY. So GRY, that is Jawahar Yojana, that is Jawahar Rozgar Yojana, was again reconstructed and renamed as Jawahar Gram Samriddhi Yojana, JGSY. Now fourth one is September 2001, Sampurna Gramin Rozgar Yojana, SCRY, to provide wage employment in rural areas. So these were again formed. Similar program was launched for urban workers on December 1, 1997, Swaran Jayanti Sahari Rozgar Yojana. Now again it was number 6 is it was for the SC and ST to be self-employed. Government established National Scheduled Caste and Skilled Tribe Finance and Development Corporations, NFT and SFDC. So here also government has learned some programs for the ST and SC peoples. So these all facilities, these all programs were launched to remove poverty. Thank you.